Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are safe and healthy at home. So, students, today we are going to do the essential questions of lesson number 1. So, first question is principles of effective communication. What are the principles of effective communication? So, our first point is clarity. The idea or message to be communicated should be clear, spelled out. When you speak something, so before speaking your idea or message should be clear. Whichever you are speaking बच्चे, your message or ideas should be clear properly. Next is attention. In order to make communication effective, the receiver's attention should be drawn towards message. Whenever you do the effective communication, so receiver, suppose I am delivering my lecture, so you are the receiver, so your attention should be drawn towards me कि whichever I am conveying the message, so your attention should be there. So next is consistency. What is consistency? This principle states that communication should always be consistent with the policies, plans and programs and objective of the organization. It means whenever you are conveying your message, then your message, your plans should be together. Means your policies, your plan, your all the programs, it should be compiled in a single unit. Next is the timeliness. The principles state that communication should be done at proper time so that it helps in completing implementing the plans. बच्चे अगर आपका टाइम लिमिट नहीं होगा, अगर आपका टाइम बाउंड नहीं होगा किसी वर्क को करने में, सो आप उसको प्रॉपर प्री प्लान नहीं कर, उसको प्लान ही नहीं कर पाओगे प्रॉपरली. सो योर टाइम शुड बी डिवाइडेड. नेक्स्ट इज फीडबैक. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द कम्युनिकेशन. बच्चे it is very important, means there should be feedback information from the recipient. Recipient means receiver, to know whether he has understood the message or not, कि उनको message समझ आया या नहीं. So next is adequacy, means quality. Whichever you are delivering your ideas or message, it should be adequate, means quality should be at proper level. Next is informality. Formal communication is generally used for transmitting message and other information. Sometimes formal communication may not achieve the desired results. So informal communication may prove effective in such situation. But sometimes you are very formal, so that time might be we will be lacking to gain the proper results. So if you will be sometime informal, that time all it can be we can may prove effective in such situations. So क्या पता हम prove हो जाए उन situations में achieve अपने task को achieve करने में. Our next essential question is, what are the pros and cons of verbal and non-verbal communication? So firstly, pros means advantages of verbal communication. So बच्चे, our first advantage is it is a faster way of communication. And second is the response received is very fast. Third, you can do fourth point, बच्चे, this one. First point, second point and fourth point. It is the more reliable method of communication. And the fifth point, it is very flexible and effective for all. These 4 points you can do in the advantages of verbal communication. Next, what are the disadvantages of verbal communication? So in disadvantage क्या बचे इसका? Emotions are visible and hence lead to trouble in certain cases, because we are face to face, we are doing face to face communication, so emotions are visible and sometimes they create maybe trouble in certain cases. It has issues when communicating with the distant people. ये issues भी create कर सकता है. Next is it can be quickly forgotten. बच्चे जब हम face to face communication कर रहे हैं, सो हम उसको जल्दी भूल भी सकते हैं. इट कैन बी ईजिली फॉरगॉटन. नेक्स्ट है बच्चे, what are the pros and cons of the non-verbal communication? So first point, we can do easy presentation. Information can be easily presented in non-verbal communication through using visual, audio visual and silent means of non-verbal communication. Because बच्चे non-verbal communication define without using words, we can't use our words, so we have to represent our face expressions, our body posture, language all. So when you want to present your idea, so we can present our thoughts in the manner of audio and visual aids. Next you can do बच्चे कि attractive presentations, similarly easy presentation and attractive presentation. So non-verbal communications, it's the same point बच्चे कि picture, graph, signs we can add in our presentation, pictographical manner, chart manner. So in such cases we can present our. So next, substituting, third point you can do बच्चे substituting. Non-verbal message may substitute for the verbal message, especially if it is blocked by noise, long distance, etc. So gesture, finger to lips to indicate need, no quiet face, need for quiet. बच्चे समटाइम हम छोटे बच्चों को बोलते हैं ना कीप क्वाइट या कुछ भी, सो वो क्या है, वो इसी का पार्ट है फेस इसका नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन का. नेक्स्ट है what are the disadvantages of verbal communication. So one is cultural difference. Every culture uses non-verbal communication and they have their way of communicating that can be difficult from us. The difference is message can lead to negativity and offensive. बच्चे जब हमारा cultural difference होता है तो वहाँ पे भी क्या होती है, negativity create होती है. No rules कि non-verbal communication के अंदर we do not follow any kind of rule. Vague, non-verbal communication is a quite vague since in this communication there is no use of words or language which express clear meaning to the receiver. बच्चे ये क्यों vague, क्योंकि इसके अंदर हम words नहीं यूज़ कर रहे हैं. सो इसमें क्या है, हमें face expressions के थ्रू ही अपना मैसेज कन्वे करना पड़ता है. सो दैट्स वाई. सो यू बच्चे रिवाइज these two essential questions at home. So goodbye बच्चे.